Hi, I am Sam, otherwise known as Ambition. But I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own startup, The Official Puck. If anyone tries to say they're the official one, puck them up for me. Um, anyways, so I'm coming onto here because I do have a TikTok account, but I feel like it's just not great for long form stuff. And I'm honestly not really sure where to post like me testing my products or just like sharing different things that I am doing or have done. Like I have my nails that I do by myself, and I like to share those. I think they're pretty nice, pretty snazzy if I do say so myself. Um, but yeah, I also ended up, not to like dampen the mood, but I also ended up like writing like this poem. So like yeah, figured I'd share. I don't know. On here, I guess. So let's get into it. I'm also not going to edit my videos, I don't think. I don't want that to be the standard that I set. I would far rather just be, and like it is what it is, you know? I don't know. So I'm gonna read this. It's called I Wasn't Playing. This is like such a switch up on like the energy also, so I apologize about that preemptively. Here we go. I wasn't playing. Why is it that misery loves company? All I want to do is just be. In reality, I guess that's not my cards, you say, but I wasn't playing. So why was there this total regard? I sit, but you take it as a sign. You tell them to deal me in, but you don't force me to play. I say no, but the dealer shuffles and deals anyway, and now I get an ace. I get a king. Yet as the cards flip, I feel that awful sting, but I wasn't playing. 4, 6, 5, 7, all the way to 8. No, wait. 8 is all you need, and then I think it might be too late. It won't help that spade or king, so to faith I cling. I don't fold. I'm not one to run. Desperation sparks false confidence. I guess that's my fate. Just sit and hope and wait. I worry it's too late. I once heard a poem about experiences and what happens when you keep it all in. Now, involuntarily, I guess I truly relate. Though I don't know what kind of person those experiences will create. And now it's over, I'm fine, everything's great. But there's the great, and I guess I'm changed. The dealer didn't know it, but I had fallen out of his pocket, just out of range, stuck looking up at the sky, and I can't help but wonder why. This was what I wanted, wasn't it? So why is my heart full of such heavy emotion? But if I'm not wrong, I think I wasn't playing. I remember all I wanted was to just be, but now I'm lost. I sit speechless in a house that's not a home, mourning a loss in a game I wasn't playing. I look over expecting to see you, but it's just me and the dealer, and the game is done. Now I'm left walking away asking, why? So I look for somewhere seemingly safe. Now I sit here and I cry. But there's a funny thing. When I realized you had a straight, it was already too late. I was just the last to know. Delayed processing, honestly, not all that great. I couldn't even see my own sealed fate, but again, I guess that's fate. The second dealer. Please don't deal me in yet. I'm not playing. What an opportunity to create. I say no, but you deal me in and seal my fate. I try to choose carefully how I react. I get cards and my ears start to ring. I wasn't playing, that's the thing. But they don't comprehend, so I sit and wait. My desires become background music in the ring, so I just sit and let it be with everything. Drowning it out proves hard, but not impossible for this one. I want to dance to the music, but the ringing hurts your ears, so I turn the volume low and I go. So I guess I'm back to being changed down a grate, looking up at the sky, staring into the sun. I swore I told you that hurts my eyes. I want to be found, but sadly it's too late for you to be the one. I'm still trying to comprehend how and why you just left me there to stare alone into the sky. You told me my music brought dancing, but in the long run, you tell me you found it to be overwhelming and no fun. So I turn and I run. You're right. The house always wins. So next time, I won't play with a dealer. Finally, I walk alone past yards when suddenly I find someone sitting alone playing cards. So I sit, because I still have faith. Besides, there's not a casino in sight, so seated yet again, I say, don't deal me in, I'm not playing. You say, just in case I want to play. I wonder why I'm left with cards in front of me before I realize it's all a dealer knows how to do. I guess if you don't want cards, don't even think about sitting with a dealer. I reflect and ask why I sat with you originally, and obliviously, it's because I simply didn't expect it from you. I saw you shuffle cards, but I figured you were just being helpful. After all, I never saw you deal. I wonder why. Why do I keep sitting with people playing cards? Oh, right. Misery loves company, and change is scary. So I'm great, because I'll do anything to avoid facing what's in my hand. Maybe next time it's just best to stay out of range. Though I will never not think it is strange just because someone sits. It is not permission to deal them in, but a dealer always will because the house always wins. Besides, I heard you. It would be rude if you didn't. What if I wanted to play, but I didn't know what to say? You were just being nice, really. At least, that's what I'm supposed to believe. But I'm done allowing others to cause involuntary change. Quite honestly, I feel like it's making me act strange. So I will sit and wait, hands folded in my lap, because I won't play. I will wait for someone to voluntarily fall into the grate, so we can sit and stare at the sky. And one more thing, so you don't wonder why you didn't get to sit and stare at the sky. When I sat and I said I won't play, it is not okay to deal me in anyway. You don't get to decide my fate, and one day you will realize you were the last to know. If you had just looked down, there's beautiful change in that grate. By then, it will have been far too late. You don't like coins unless they're prefaced by cards. You need the game to create the change you've been looking for everywhere under the sun. You might not realize it. Maybe if you had just taken the time, you would have noticed the change under the grate that sat under the sun. You would have noticed the games you play create havoc, not fun. I'm here to tell you I am finally done. I will sit and just be. I will look up at the stars alone, content in my grate. Because one day, even if it's not glistening in the sun, someone will notice the change. One day someone will jump into the grate to come sit with me, and so I'll wait. Someone will find me who is not afraid of falling or of change, someone who is not just content but excited to be with me as we expand our range. And together we will dance to the music.